There was a time in America where the richest people paid over 90% in taxes. And no, that's not socialism. That was capitalism working correctly. From the 1940s to the early 1960s, the top tax rate stayed between 91 and 94%. Yeah, and instead of crashing the economy, it built the strongest middle class in history. High taxes on the ultra-rich didn't punish success. They protected balance. Let's break that down. Those 90% rates only applied to income above about $200,000 a year. That's roughly $2.5 million in today's money. It wasn't a penalty, it was a ceiling. And it worked. Those tax dollars funded the GI Bill, the interstate highway system, public universities, scientific research, and the space race. That's the America that everybody still romanticizes, where one job paid the bills, houses were affordable, and college did not require a lifetime of debt. Back then, the rich didn't stash their money offshore. They reinvested it. Because when you're taxed 90% on income that you don't reinvest, suddenly raising wages and expanding your business looks a whole lot smarter than hoarding cash. And then came the 1980s and Ronald Reagan's shiny new myth, trickle-down economics. He slashed the top tax rate from 70% down to 28%, promising that the wealth would trickle down. Spoiler alert, it didn't. We all knew it wouldn't. Yeah, it pooled at the top. Wages flatlined, unions were gutted, and the gap between the rich and the poor exploded. For the first time in modern history, America's wealth started to look feudal. The top 1% went from paying most of their share to paying accountants to hide it. Today, many billionaires pay a lower effective tax rate than teachers, nurses, or truck drivers. And while politicians scream about budget deficits, they never mention the $1 trillion a year that we'd lose to tax cuts, loopholes, and corporate welfare. Here's what that shift did. Infrastructure collapsed. Public debt exploded. And democracy got auctioned off to the highest bidder. We stopped building homes and bridges and started building hedge funds. We used to send kids to college. Now we send CEOs to space. And every time somebody suggests taxing the rich again, the billionaires cry class warfare while waging one on everybody else. So here's the truth. When we taxed the rich fairly, America worked. And when we stopped, it stopped working for us. The 90% tax era didn't kill prosperity. It created it. It kept capitalism from eating itself. And maybe it's time that we remembered that taxes aren't punishment. They're just payback. Because the people who have benefited the most from this country should be the ones investing the most to keep it alive. Hang in there, guys. There's more coming.